Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself Jyoti Sardar. I'll be talking about sorting techniques from the subject Design and Analysis of Algorithm of FYCS Semester 2. The technique that is said that is sorting. So what is basically sorting is arranging the numbers in ascending or the descending manner. So basically placing the elements in some order. It is nothing but the storage of data in some order. So sorting can mean ascending or descending, that is either increasing or the decreasing fashion. Sorting can be performed using several techniques as mentioned below, that is bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, quick sort, merge sort, and many more to go. So let us look at first sorting technique, that is your bubble sort. So bubble sort is a sorting technique that compare two adjacent elements and swaps them until they are not in intended order. Here intended order means either ascending or descending. So before doing any sorting, we need to decide whether we want to arrange the elements in ascending order or the descending order, that is from low to high or high to low. Now, why the name is bubble sort? So just like the movement of air bubbles in the water that rise up to the surface, each element of the array move to the end of in each iteration. So therefore it is called as bubble sort. Okay, so as the element is going to be sorted, as the element is going to take its correct position, so that correct position is the end of the array or the end of the list. Now let us see the working of the bubble sort. So in the bubble sort there are iterations that are performed, okay, which is also referred as your passes of the bubble sort technique. So first iteration has a task of comparing the element and then doing the swapping. Swapping basically says that interchanging the values of the elements. So in the first iteration, starting from the first index, comparison is done between the first and the second element. If the first element is greater than the second element, they are swapped. Swapped, as I already said, it means interchanging the value. Then the comparison between second and third element is done. So if they are not in the order, they are also swapped. This process is continued till we reach the end of the list or end of the array. Then in the remaining iteration, the same process is continued. After each iteration, the largest element among the unsorted elements is placed at the end. So this is a point that one has to take a note in bubble sort, that after each iteration we make sure that the largest element which is present, which is going to be put up at the end of the list or the array. In each iteration the comparison takes place up to the last unsorted element. Swapping occurs only if the first element is greater than the next. So this statement also one has to take into consideration, that is the swapping occurs only if the first element is greater than the next element. The array is sorted when all the unsorted elements are placed at their correct positions. Is it fine? See, this correct position means that they either will be present in the ascending manner or they will be present in the descending manner, that is again increasing or the decreasing fashion. So let us see the implementation of bubble sort. Here there is a function written, that is namely bubble sort. The syntax is used from the language, that is Python. The method, that is your function, that is your bubble sort, accepts an array of elements. So the array of elements is present out here, that is the array is given as -2, 45, 0, 11, -9. So this is my list that is created with the number of elements, that is 5, and this element as a list is passed to the function, that is bubble sort. Over here there are two loops that are declared. That is first loop, that is the for I in range of length array. And take a note, in the second loop for j, it is not supposed to iterate till the length of the array, but length of I minus 1 minus the length of the array. Okay, so this is what is the condition that you will have to take into consideration here. That is, as we have already said, as if we are going to the first iteration, after the first iteration we are making sure that the first element or the smallest element is put up at the beginning, okay, and then the largest element is going to appear at the end. So when we are going to do the comparison, we are going to make sure that in each iteration we are going to do the comparison from the last and then the second last and the third last element and so on. Okay, so in the if statement we are doing a comparison. So over here a comparison is what? If array of j is greater than the array of j plus 1. So that is what? The comparison that is done between the current element and the element which is next inside the array in the array index. So if these numbers are compared and if the first number is greater than the second, then there is an exchange that is done. Okay, the values are going to be swapped. Now the simple swapping technique is used, is nothing but a temporary variable is used, namely temp, and in that variable the first value is stored, that is the array of j location, and at the array of j location the value that is of the next, that is j plus 1 location is copied, and from the temp value next is copied, that is j plus 1. Okay, so this is how we will have a simple technique of interchanging two values. Okay, so when we say we have to interchange two values, what do? We take a help of a simple temporary variable, and then inside the temporary variable we copy the first value and the second value is copied in the first, and then from the temporary variable we copy the value inside the second variable. So the loop is going to continue, but how long the loop is going to continue? It is going to continue till the length of the array, and then that is your outer loop, and your inner loop is going to continue length of the array minus I minus 1. Okay, so this is what is your bubble sort. The elements in the list are going to be arranged in ascending manner. Hence the comparison that we are doing, that is nothing but array of j greater than array of j plus 1, and at the end we are displaying the data which is going to be the using the bubble sort technique. Okay, so the next technique that we have is nothing but the insertion sort. Here the technique that is there, that is if we have a deck of cards, okay, and if somebody tells us to arrange those cards, so what do? We take the first card, and since we have a first card, we say that it is sorted or it is present in some order. Is it fine? Since we have a one card, we can take easily that decision, okay, this particular card is single, and hence I am assuming that that card is in a ascending fashion, which I do not have to modify. Okay, then if I am going to consider the next card, if the card is going to be greater than the previous card, okay, so I am going to place it on the right hand side of the previous card, or if it is lesser, then I can place the card on the left hand side. Is it fine? So that is what is done when we say we are playing around with the cards, okay, and we need to arrange those cards. So we shift the cards either left or to the right of the first card that we have inserted. Okay, so the same manner in which your insertion sort technique works. It has a technique of first selecting the element and putting inside the unsorted list, and then next element will be easily picked up from the unsorted list. The first element in the array is assumed to be sorted. Take a second element and store it separately in a key. Compare the key with the first element. If the first element is greater than the key is then placed at the front of the first element. So when we say that we are going to have a first element, we are going to have the first element to be compared with the next element. So first element is going to act as a key, and with the key we are going to compare the second element which is present in the list. So that's how your insertion sort techniques goes ahead. If the first element is greater than the key, then the key is placed in front of the first element. Now the first two elements are sorted. Same scenario is going to be done for the third element, and the comparison is going to be done, and accordingly the element will be placed either on the left hand side or on the right hand side of the key element. Similarly, every element in the unsorted list is going to be appropriately placed inside the sorted list. Let us see now the implementation of the insertion sort. So as I already said, we have to take or consider a concept of key out here. So key is going to be the first element that is present in the list. And how long we are going to run the insertion sort? Again till the length of the array. So when we say that we need to compare, we are going to compare the first element and the next element. Fine. So j is equal to step minus 1. So it is somewhere assuming that for the first number comparison I do not have any data on the list, and then for the second number comparisons and all, I am going to have the loop to be evaluated. While j is greater than equal to 0 and key is less than array of j, conditions are going to be checked. Okay, and if the condition is true, so both the conditions has to be checked, whether j is greater than equal to 0 and key is less than array. If only the key is less than array, then only the interchange of value will be done. So interchange will be again done. How it is going to be done? That is, j element is going to be shifted to the j plus 1 index. Okay, is it understandable? J element is going to be shifted at the j plus 1 index, and then j value will be decremented. So how long this loop is going to come and execute? This loop will be executed till both the conditions are true. So j is greater than 0 as well as if the key value is less than array of j. Then once the condition becomes false, the next task to be done is whatever is the value that is present at the key location, it is going to be copied in array of j plus 1, and the same process continues. So what we are going to do here is every time we are going to insert inside the loop, or every time we are going to go inside the loop, we need to copy some value inside a key variable, and a value just before the key element is going to be copied inside the jth index. Then the same process, as I have said, going to become continued for the second and the third elements, and so on. So this process will continue till the last element in the array. Over here again a function is used, that is insertion sort is a function that accepts an array as a set of elements. So the data that is passed, that is nothing but 95143. So this data is passed inside a list, and then this list is passed as an input to the function that is insertion sort. This program is also written, or this function is also written inside the language that is Python, and after the data is going to be arranged, that is inside the ascending manner, the list is going to be modified, that is the data that is present inside a list is going to be modified, and also it is getting displayed. Let us see the next technique, which says the selection algorithm. So selection algorithm is a simple sorting technique. This algorithm is in place comparison based algorithm. It is in place comparison based algorithm in which the list is divided in two parts. The first sorted part is on the left and the unsorted part is on the right. Initially the sorted part is empty and the unsorted part has a complete list. So over here what is happening is your list is divided in two parts. So at the beginning no element is sorted, so at the beginning your unsorted list is going to be containing all the elements and sorted list will not have at all any element. The smallest element is selected from the unsorted array and swapped with the leftmost element, and that element becomes a part of the sorted array. So what is it? The condition that is checked out here is first element, that is part of the list, is considered as a minimum element, and that element is compared with the next element present in the list. If the comparison says that if the first element is less than the second element, then the first element is considered as a minimum, and same process again continues. So over here, instead of considering the concept of key, the concept of minimum is considered, okay, and then minimum value is compared with all the remaining elements into the array, and the appropriate interchange of the or the swap of the values is done. This algorithm takes a complexity of big O of n square. The algorithm has following step, that is the minimum is assigned to the location 0, okay. So the value that is present at the 0th index or the first index is assigned to the variable that is minimum, and then a search is done in the second step to find out the minimum element in the list. If the minimum element is found, the value is interchanged with the variable minimum, and then minimum is going to be incremented and it is going to point to the next element. Same process is going to be repeated for finding out the next minimum element from the list. Let us see the algorithm, okay. So over here again a procedure is written, okay. So procedure is nothing but a function which is going to do a task of selection algorithm, okay. It assumes two inputs, one is list which contains the array elements, and second is the n, that is the size of the list. As I have already said, we will be assuming a first index that is a minimum value. We are going to assume the first index as a minimum value. So the first index is assigned to the variable minimum, and then we are checking the list of j less than the list of minimum. So list of j in the sense the second element, because my I is incremented by 1 and my j value will be incremented as single, okay. So your first index is compared with the second index, and if it is less than, then the minimum variable itself is modified as an index, okay, and only the index exchange is going on. Is it fine? If the index min is not equal to the variable I, then the elements that is min and the list of I is going to be interchanged. Is it fine? And that's how our process stops, okay. So whenever we say if a particular value is less than the minimum, the interchange is going to be done. So this is how the process of selection sort basically goes ahead. Selection sort says it is going to select the element. So from the list it has a task of selecting the element which is minimum, and then it is put up at the beginning of the array. While your insertion sort says that it is going to be inserting the element at its appropriate place, okay. It is going to insert the elements at its appropriate place. Same way we insert the cards when we are playing around with the cards. Is it fine? So both the techniques again are different from one another. That's all everyone. Thank you.